Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Red Dead Adventures here on Off the Shelf Reviews. I'm your host, Ian Buckingham. It is Monday, the 23rd of September, almost 10 past 9 in the morning, and wow, looking out the window this morning, it looks pretty grey out there. My cat Flash is just on guard looking out the window. She absolutely wants to go outside. But you can't, can you, cat? You can't. You had four good legs, and then a car took one. I mean, she still technically has four legs. Just her speed and mobility is kind of forced onto three now. So she spends all of her time indoors. Morning, Seed Hill. Hey, matey. Now I'm a patron. Can I add Hell Drivers? Hell. I'm gonna have to move that a little bit. Hell Drivers 1957 to your film list. Sure can. You sure can, Seed Hill. Obviously, if you go through Patreon, and send the email link to Gary, obviously with your film request, then Gary can look into Hell Drivers 1957, and we'll set it on the list on our upcoming film list. Morning, Brian Parent. I got the alert right when it was time to take my lunch break. Good timing. Nice. That was it. I was arranging around Brian's lunch break. I was like, what time is it? Yeah, now. Morning, boss. Yeah, here comes the fuzz. Man, what a weekend. You know, I was back to work in my place of work, which was all right. I mean, it was quiet. There wasn't many people. I need to eat some food. No, I need to pop a fuck. There wasn't many people around, but over the next coming months. Oh, nice. Hey, I'm gonna pop out my first challenge in the first few seconds. In the next couple of months, you know, the place is gonna get really, really busy. Boom. Okay, challenge done. So thank you for joining me this morning. I will see you tomorrow. 134 days on the streak. Bye. No, not really. Not really. I'm not going to do that. I won't do that to you. I just, I popped a tonic, and now I'm on 134 days. So what have we got this morning to do? Let's look at our shopping list, shall we? American bison skin, so that's up by the farm. Cook season game, we can do that by the farm. Pre-roam missions completed. It's pretty easy to do. Herb picking contest can do. Well, that's if we activate the posse and Brinsley and Campbell join in. I mean, I could probably do it with Campbell if Campbell's on there. Jumped from a horse onto a moving train. Oh, okay. We just heard the train. Just heard the train. Come on, Artex. Here we go. Pop out number 2 in the first 10 seconds as well. Oh, there we go. See, just those little things. That's like that's what, 2 gold bars I've just popped. 400 experience. Sometimes you don't even have to try. I was talking to Gary over the weekend, and he was saying about his daily challenges on Gears 5. And I did think about it, like, you know, jumping onto a moving train from a horse is a hell of a lot easier than trying to get 3 headshots in one game match with a long shot sniper rifle. Not saying that is a challenge, but you never know. So 3 free roams, herb picking, jumping onto a moving train, kills with throwing weapons to showdown. I'm not really bothered about that one. It's probably back at window there. Antique alcohol bottles found, was jewelry found, tarot cards found. Goods sold to a distant buyer. Bounty targets brought in. Lasso on horseback. That's a pretty good one. See, I've got 3 collected ones there, but I'm already level 16 at the moment back then. So I was hoping to get more supply missions done. Where are we? We are coming up to Sonic, so, and our camp is all the way down there. So we're going to move our camp to the heartland. So I'm going to be able to take those bison. I need to activate posse as well. So, activate chauffeurs. to Sonderday. We're going to jump off at the fast travel all the way to Valentine, and then head to camp so we can buy something and do that supply mission. Yeah, so how's everyone's Monday going? Monday. Like, somebody sat there one day and went, right, okay, let's work out the 7 days of the week. What's the first one? And everybody just looked for, oh, can the last one be a Friday? Well, no, Sunday. Yeah, but what does Sunday lead into? Oh, that's the day we all go back to work, right? Yeah. I suppose for me it's different because like people act differently. Oh, boss had a shitty weekend. Went to Serbia for a joint exercise with the police force. Haven't slept for 3 days. Tonight I'm working night shift. It's raining. It's cold. Bad case of the Mondays. Oh, boss man, I feel ya. There's a fist bump for you. I mean, haven't slept for 3 days and you're working a night shift. Well, you know, if you're still awake, boss, at any point, if you want me to just do something, just write it in the chat, okay? That'll keep you going. This episode will keep you motivated. This is the episode for everybody. I think that's what will be my aim. You know, keeping the episodes free so that people can go, man, I'm at work and it sucks, and I'm like, yeah, man, I feel you. Where am I going? I'm going for bison. What do we need? We need bounties as well. We can get the bounties while we're in Valentine. So, bounty targets brought in. We can do that, and lassoed from horseback. Right. Okay. Let's go get some bison. We can do the camp mission from over there. Just keep doing your thing, mate. It's all good. Oh, okie dokie. Right. See, I've got permission from a full-on police officer to do what I need to do. I've noticed as well with my sniper rifle. There's a little, I don't know if you can see under where it says 100, 100. There's a kind of little target. It's the only weapon I've found at the moment where I've actually got it. I don't seem to have that symbol on any other ones of my guns. Apart from, oh, that was a bow. No, that was, yeah. Don't know if, anybody's seen why that is. Where camp's over here, and the bison's over here as well. So joint exercise in Serbia, man. Now it's legal. Yeah, now it's legal. I get to I'm delivering justice for my police officer friend. Somebody is messing around. I'm gonna bring it. Pow! See, I suppose this is why I could never join the police force or any representative of an armed force, I suppose. You know, sleep without 3 days. They exercise and break your body to make you into this, I want to say combat machine, Obviously, boss is probably sitting there going, yeah, well, yeah, I am a pretty badass combat machine. Like Universal Soldier. They're going to make you into Universal Soldier to obviously get the most out of you, I suppose that's what I'm trying to say. Being able to get you to represent the police force. And then there's just a lot of work. I always just felt like that's just a lot of work. And ever since the age of maybe 11, 12, I've always had a distaste for work. Like, there is nothing better in the world than lying in your bed. I don't care what people say, lying down on your back and doing absolutely fuck all is awesome. Obviously, I know it's, in reality you can't do it all the time because then you just have 6 billion people lying on the floor, like that scene from Serenity, where they go to the planet Miranda. Oh, bison. Bang. but then again, in reality, it's either that or riding around and this bison was sat out here just absolutely doing nothing, and here I come and just pow, shot him right in the face. But that it's also a proof of how humans are all different. Like there are people like Boss out there, who can do that. They can work it. They can push their bodies for 3 days and then do a night shift and be like, yeah, I want to kill everything in sight, but I'm not going to. I'm going to be absolute professional. And I'm like, pow, you do it. Is it true that Gary is so powerful that he arrests the police? Well, what, the four members of the band? Like he wrestles Sting to the ground. There is a story going out that Gary did actually one night go up against police officers on a alcoholic exercise, shall we call it. I wasn't there myself, really. I can neither admit or deny if this is true. I can talk about my experience though with the police. I was stopped by the police. I've been stopped by the police twice in my life. Once was when I was 16, 17 years old. I was hanging out with a bunch of friends for New Year's Eve. We'd had a few drinks, we got invited to some party, so we decided to head towards it. And where we were walking from point A to point B, which is about 15 minutes. But obviously when you're young and you're drunk and you think you're all that, it takes a bit longer, and you see a bunch of people who are having a party, and people are spilling out into the streets because it's New Year's, and we got into a fight, basically. And my friends got really jumped on, and I'm trying to fight them, and they were, I'm getting my ass kicked as well. So I kind of run off at one point because I see a police car to try and flag it down, and as I, run into the road to get the police car, they pull over, and I get thrown up against the wall, and I'm starting to get handcuffed, and I'm screaming like, my friends are getting arrested, and it was a whole dramatic sequence where the police got involved, took all eyewitness statements. Like I said, it was about a 15-minute walk. This ended up being like a 2.5-hour experience of why not to walk drunkenly in the street on New Year's Eve. And I remember saying to the police officer at one point, because obviously I thought I was all that. I'm gonna have all your names and badge numbers, and oh god. And they were like, yeah, okay, whatever, son, whatever. And I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. And the next morning I couldn't remember anything other than obviously my jaw hurt, my eyes hurt. And my friends were just like, why'd you leave us for? And I was like, I flagged down a police car, got the police involved. Yeah, but we could have taken them. It's like, there were fucking loads of them. The second time I got taken to police was to discuss an experience I had while working in a card shop. I was, and this is in my local town, and in the card shop, over a Christmas period, the safe in the office of the manager got stolen twice. And over like a 2-week period, like the week leading up to Christmas, like not the week with Christmas Eve on, but the week before that. It was absolutely busy. I was working in this card shop. People were coming in buying Christmas cards and cheap presents. And, it was a time when the high street was alive and you went shopping at Christmas with your family. Like thousands of people on the street. And so we all do. So obviously all the cash was taken and it was all put in the safe. And I remember the safe was like, well, funnily enough, the first time it was stolen, the safe wasn't bolted to the ground. That's what they ended up having to do. They ended up having to bolt this thing to the ground. I came to work a couple of days after. So I was working a split shift. And, I'd work like a Tuesday and then a Thursday and then a Saturday and a Sunday. Back in on the Tuesday, back in on the Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, and so on and so forth. So I've come in on the Tuesday, done my job, everything's fine, place is absolutely jam-packed, and, we're selling loads. I'm rushed off my feet. I hate my job. I hate my life. Why the hell do people have to buy so many goddamn Christmas cards? I don't care if it's printed upside down. Get away from me. Don't you think I've got my own Christmas presents to buy and all that kind of stuff? I go away. I come back on the Thursday. I'm there on the Thursday morning. We're all stood outside. And I'm like, what's going on? Well, the police are inside. You know, the shop was broken into last night. I'm like, what? Morning, fuck you, give me a username. Morning, uncreative deconstructionism. I just saw you guys there. Yeah, I do tell the best stories, but it's gotta be honest. And yeah, so we've gone inside. The police have questioned the manager and the supervisor and everybody who was there because the night before this, is when they think somebody broke in. And I'm like, wow, shit, they took like the whole safe. They stole the safe with all the money in it from the office. They took it down the back stairs to our loading bay, which was at the back of the shop. And then just bundled it into a car and drove away with it. It's like, okay, shit, that's a full-on robbery. Couple days go past, we get a new safe and this thing is bolted to the ground. Like a big, but like at the size of the palm of your hand bolt through the safe into the ground. I'm like, holy shit, yeah, nobody is going to steal that safe. I go away, I come back, and all I hear is, did you hear the safe got stolen last night? I'm like, you are kidding me, right? How? How did that happen? They're like, well, supposedly they came in with a pair of bolt cutters, and they cut the bolt off and took the safe. I'm like, how did they know it was bolted to the ground? Like the bolt was on the inside of the safe into the ground. So there is no way you could know that this safe was bolted to the ground unless you knew that this safe was bolted to the ground. So immediately I'm like, shit, inside job. Somebody inside this shop stole the safe. Now the crazy thing is, everybody, obviously I was about 20 at the time. I had some friends who worked over the shop, Games Workshop across from us. And, yeah, okay, it's a crazy idea that a bunch of young Ocean's 11 looking motherfuckers would actually try and pull off over a Christmas period. It's a great fucking story. We were way too lazy for that shit. Way too lazy. We could barely be bothered when we were sat in our front room watching TV to walk down to the local corner shop to get cigarettes. Because we were young and lazy and we didn't want to do that shit. But here I am in my local card shop, which actually wasn't really exciting. Compared to say maybe your Top Man or your HMV. That's going back some time. Top Man, HMV. Your big name stores. The ones that have got adverts on. This wasn't a big name store. And yeah, so they've taken the safe, they've taken the bolt, and everyone's pointing questions of a couple of the Christmas staff left. Everybody was interviewed. I was kind of fairly scrutinized, mainly because I think of my age, and it was a really big female shop. So, obviously, they're trying to say that 3 or 4 women together with a bolt cutter wouldn't take this safe. Where nowadays we're like, yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. But I, nothing happened. Everything carried on over the Christmas period. I stayed with them for a couple more months, and then I quit or left. I mean, things just kind of went bad for me at that time, but not so bad I had to steal a fucking safe from them. And I just left the shop. But about a year later, I was living at my flat with some friends. I was working at the time, I think, as a cleaner. So I wasn't really leaving the house much, but, I was leaving to go to work. And so I hear the doorbell go one day, and I go down, and I open up the door, and there's this police officer stood there, white shirt, black tie, full-on hat and everything. Hello, are you Iain Buckingham? And I'm like, yes, officer. What's the matter? I haven't done anything. I swear. I barely can get off the friggin' sofa, and change my film over or stop playing GTA San Andreas. What the fuck is this cop doing here? Oh god, I've been playing too much GTA San Andreas. He's like, yeah, we'd like you to come to the police station because we'd like to discuss with you some, you know, the historical money theft of this the safe from this shop, and we're chasing it up. And I'm like, okay, like it's been a year, and you're still investigating this? Okay. So we do the whole 9 yards, you know, I end up going to the local police station, which is actually in my city. That's why I suppose that's another reason why I've never actually decided to do, like, crime using, you know, inverted commas, crime, because the police station is, like, right there. Like, as if I rode into Valentine right now and just started shooting people. It's like, oh, you're all over me already. That was really boring. I'm still looking for bison, sorry. And so I go to my local police station, just walk in. Hi, my name's Ian Buckingham. They're like, okay, here we go. And we go into the interview room, and shit. Like I'd watched a lot of The Bill. Did you ever watch The Bill? That was the theme tune. And it followed the police force. I think they should always bring it back. It was absolutely awesome. The human elements nowadays would be really hard hitting. But yeah, so we sit in the interview room and he puts the tape in and we start this interview and we discuss about obviously these safes going missing over this time, and obviously if I knew anybody who obviously had an interest in them, and you know what I had been up to over the course of those days. And I said to the guy, I said, you know, the shop has been shut down for like a year now, hasn't it? You know, he's like, oh, well, you know, yeah, it's been about 3 months since they went into administration. It was around about the time, you know, over this year period was when small businesses, you know, who'd been taking out loans, bankrupting themselves for like 3 or 4 years, had then turned around and went, oh yeah, I can't pay any more of my rent, so I'm going to just force this company into administration and take the insurance, and all these people have just lost their jobs and now are, you know, I'd left the shop before that point. Kind of always had the feeling that something was going to go down because, you know, they'd always seemed a bit weird. It just wasn't, it made money, but it just didn't seem to show that it was making money. It, you know, the owner of the company was always like, hi, I'm on my 4th holiday, and I'm like, and I have to still sell these shitty ass cards from 2 years ago? Okay. But anyway, so end of the story. Obviously, I was not involved into crimes of safe stealing at my local shop. Like I said, it was a lot of work. The police officer thanked me for my time, took my evidence, and just I walked out there and went home. And that was it. Like I said, I've had 2 incidences with the police, and I'm just like, hell no. Like boss, yeah, boss, the long arm of the law. Like, he can break your arm, or they can break your arm. He or she, you know, a police officer says, yeah, I'm in the police. I'm like, so if I dramatically grab you from behind, you could kill me. Yeah, I could kill you. Right. Okay. So I'm just gonna like stand up here. Yeah. You know. But then again, obviously, you need to balance it with the state of obviously criminals who. Oh, saying that. I don't know if that's a police helicopter flying across my house right now. It is a police helicopter flying across the top of my house. It's actually hovering outside my window. Oh my god, that's crazy. Boss, who did you call? Did you call somebody in the local, you know, PPD, I suppose? Police, Plymouth Police Department? You know, like SAPD. Like, I can see it. My cat's looking at it. I'm not doing anything. I'm just sat here playing Red Dead Redemption looking for bison. Christ. Okay, what's that over there? That's it's a fox. I'm gonna get those eggs. See, look, I'm going to the collector to get the eggs. See the foxes? I've noticed this with animations. Like, I'm gonna see if this fox actually eats the eggs. Oh no, he runs off. Hello, Mr. Magpie. How's the family? I just saw one magpie after. That's really whoa. Uh, like I don't know if you could have heard that. The helicopter was basically looking at me. That was crazy. Um, Funny Mugdell. Hey, funny. I remember one time in the dead of night, I opened up the door because I heard knocking. There was no less than 8 police officers saying they got some type of domestic disturbance call. They said the person who called said there were people being murdered at my house and all this other kind of thing. Turns out it was a prank call from one of my little brother's schoolmates. Oh, man. I'd have been so mad. Were your parents, I mean, were your mum and dad home? I'm guessing you're, yeah. Crazy. Ian, are you a fan of Lamb of God? I don't want to say yes or no. I've never actually really listened to Lamb of God. I know obviously of them because Andy and my friend Tom are obviously big music lovers, and they've said about them a couple of times. Um, but I suppose I've always looked at them as one of those heavy rock, um, guitar riffing bands where I'm more of a, obviously I'm more of a Jimi Hendrix kind of guy. Or yeah, no, I'm a Jimi Hendrix kind of. Yeah, I'm a Jimi Hendrix kind of guy. That kind of guitar work instead. Um, so I can't honestly say really yes or no. If I listen to them, I'd be like, man, that's some good shit. But have I fully gone through a whole album, or would I? No. Your parents were home and you were just finished having dinner. Hey, funny, nice. Bet your mom was kicking ass. Oh, it's a new poster. What's that say? Desiree Laflamme. The world's famous Desiree Laflamme risking life and limb going over the terrifying Donna Falls in a barrel. I bet you he is. I bet you that's where's Donna Falls. Donna Falls, Elysium. My branding mind drop. That post, I don't remember seeing that posted there before. Dakota River, Cumberland, Dakota, window, brackets. You'd think I'd know this. Donna Falls there. You think he's up there? You think he's up there? I should do a bounty. Oh, the Ambrino Roses. Dozen citizens bought expensive plots of land out west, in which the federal law subsequently found to be entirely fabricated. Rather than submit, these women have taken up arms and are unafraid to kill. I can't take 4 of them. I mean, I can. I can kill all 4 of them, but I can't get all 4 bodies. If I had the wagon. If I had the wagon. I need to do the wagon, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I need to do. Need to get me that armored wagon. Go on then. Start a bounty mission. We absolutely love it when we get prank calls and absolutely hate when we get them. On one hand, it's a good thing nothing happened. On the other, wasted time that could have been used for real. Yeah. Oh, shit. It's loading up. I've always just thought it's been amazing that, you know, we do have that established, don't we? You know? Should I go heavy? I shouldn't really go heavy. Like the balance, obviously it puts the G's at me sometimes, like of ever having to really need to call the police. Like I've not thank the lucky stars, knock on wood, pray to the God Emperor and every other 9 armed emperors out there, gods out there, that you know I never really have to call the police on something really bad. But then again, I'm always glad that obviously if something bad really happens, I know there's somebody I can call who can try to do something. Where's this train line? Is he coming? off there. Like I hate prank callers. I'm the kind of person, I've gone to the age now where I absolutely firmly believe that all the extra money that is made through whatever nefarious schemes should always be funded towards those kind of people who put their lives on the line to take care of everyone else. I mean, I don't understand why we have to pay politicians so much. If their word is so good, they shouldn't have to be paid so much. Where somebody like our friend Boss here, who's obviously just gone on a 3-day exercise course with his friends so he can take down criminals better, and is now going to go on a night shift to use those skills to try and take down, hopefully, some of these said criminals, is where the money really lies. And if not there, then it certainly does lie with that nurse in the hospital who right now is trying to obviously plug the wound of said cop or robber who has got into a difficult situation. You know, that's where I do firmly believe that. I don't understand why we have to pay. I do understand. I'm not incredibly funny. I was going to say the R word then, but I'm not incredibly stupid. You know, I may be an idiot, but I'm not stupid. And I know that obviously the singer, songwriter out there, or politician, or the priest, yeah, they do work hard just as well and need that extra money to buy that yacht to make themselves feel better. But then again, people talk about, oh, we've got to close this hospital down, and you know that Doctors Without Borders thing, and hey, I've worked 3 days without sleep, and I haven't seen my husband or child, you know, in that time, and I just need to obviously take a break. You know, like that shit pisses me off. I look at somebody like Boris Johnson. I'll take Boris Johnson. I'll take the bait with that one. I take a look at Boris Johnson. I'm like, man, you should be tossing McDonald's. Yeah, you went to a private school because your parents paid for it. Yeah, you became a politician because your daddy made some friends and they obviously got the papers to, you know, get somebody else ousted. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not completely stupid. You know, I don't fully believe Labour either. But it's the devil you know, isn't it? Oh man, where is this? I am on the tunnel. Oh, it goes through a tunnel, doesn't it? That way. That's again when he comes out of the tunnel. But I do firmly believe that all of our taxes do firmly belong in the hands of the people who put their lives on the risk to keep us all safe in some of the nefarious situations. But then again, I also do firmly believe that the government should take control of the drugs trade and sell it themselves so that they get the highest profit margin back to be able to refurbish the world that we live in anyway. Tony Montana does not need another round bathtub, but your roads need fixing. So if you like drinking and smoking, you know, let's not take it away from the people because the people need it. Let's just market it to them in a way that they profit marginally. Cops are different here in former Eastern Bloc. If you make a prank call and the cops respond as if it was something really serious, there's a good chance you get your head kicked in. Oh hell yeah, man! Oh hell yeah! I shouldn't really take the tunnel, should I? I should wait until he comes out of the tunnel. How far is it? He's halfway through, heading to Bacchus Station. Can I jump from the top? I can jump from the top. I'm gonna jump from the top. Just because I fucking can. I mean, what did you do today? I jumped from a tunnel onto a moving train. This could go completely bad. Fuck's sake. But then again, you know, if at first you don't succeed, get off your ass and try again. Oh. I'm the kind of guy who tries to make things look like Steven Seagal, and I end up looking more like Benny Hill. And I'm happy with that. There we go. Oh, no, no. Okay, oh, fine. Oh, Jesus. Oh, backflip. Even better I died. Even better. Oh, yeah, I suppose I'm more Steven Seagal now. Where I would have loved to have been Under Siege Steven Seagal. Right, okay, so we're not doing the jumping from the tunnel anymore. What the? I got bit by a snake. God damn it. Boris. I'm Boris the animal. Whoa, okay, he's got friends. I didn't think he had friends. Like, nobody should have friends in this game. Huh. Oh, Jesus. Where are you? Hello. Ah. Oh. Man, he's dead. No. There he's dead. Okay, this is getting a little bit uncomfortable now with the whole close to death I'm getting. Come on, give it a go. Is that the target? I think that's the target. Oh, he fell off. Holy crap. He fell off. He fell off. See? You start off looking like Steven Seagal, you end up looking like Benny Hill. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. Like, I winged him, and he was on the other side. See, I saw him on the other side of this wall, so I winged him, and he must have just... like that. We get him through the door. Yeah. Right. I'm glad I already got my challenge. I didn't need to do it. Oh, well, we're up by Donna Falls. What a Monday. Serbia gave Steven their citizenship a while back. That was kind of weird. I guess they're huge fans. Man, Steven Seagal... I always knew there was something completely weird with Steven Seagal because it was the way he did his voice. Oh, I'm poisoned as well. How do I get rid of the poison? I have to drink a herb. Yeah. Is that done? Player stats. Toxicity? And poison, yeah. So now, so if you become poisoned, your core drain will drain. Use healing items to remove poison. Yeah, I just did. Or a miracle tonic? Do I need to do a miracle tonic now? It used to just get rid of the whole thing. No, wrong one. Okay, I'm gonna eat some good food then. Like what am I doing? Satchel. There we go. Go to your big game. Go to Minty big game. Right, that should have done it. Like, I'm completely gold forward now. I'm just gonna check because I would love to have seen Steven Seagal versus Bruce Lee. Man, Bruce Lee would have kicked Steven Seagal's ass. Like, hands down. Steven Seagal would have been like, "Hi Bruce, I love your work." Bruce Lee would have been like, "I'm sorry, I'll help you up now." Morning, Davey. Like, there were not many people that Bruce Lee could not have beaten the shit out. I go with the fact because he was that fast. Steven Seagal is not fast. He's just faster than probably most people he's gone up against. He's definitely faster than Tommy Lee Jones. I mean, who's the... Like, Bruce Lee went up against Chuck Norris. Granted, Chuck Norris wasn't the Chuck Norris that we know nowadays. Because obviously he didn't have his beard. And and that's why Bruce Lee beat him. But who is the... Like, Steven Seagal's never beaten Chuck Norris, has he? I don't believe so. Who's he going up against? I mean, he's gone up against, what, Marlon Wayans? Steven Seagal versus Marlon Wayans. Didn't he go up against... He went up against Danny Trejo, and... Or was it... Was he in the Expendables or Machete? I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it was the Expendables. Was he in the Expendables too? Davey, your dad battered Bruce Lee. Davey, everybody's dad battered Bruce Lee. Like Bruce Lee took one holiday trip to Scotland and ran home. You know, he walked up to a man who was just like, "Why you wear skirts?" The Scotsman was like, "What the f you say to me, you fucking..." Just laid into him. Just pow. He was ginger as well. He's the only person that's the only thing that is Chuck Norris's weakness as well, is ginger people. That's why I could take Chuck Norris. I choose not to. That's why I'm more powerful. Gene LaBelle defeated Bruce Lee. No kidding. I would have loved to have seen the... I mean, obviously they made the Ip Man film, didn't they, with Donnie Yen. But can you imagine those kind of training days that he had with his boss? You know, his sensei just walking up like, "Bruce, come here." "No, you're going to hit me again." "I'm not going to hit you, Bruce. Come here." "Alright, okay, what?" Pow! "Ah, man, you said you weren't going to hit me." "Ah, don't always believe your opponent won't hit you, Bruce." Oh, it's such a beautiful world that we live in, that we have Bruce Lee out there. But Steven Seagal, I hear, has turned into a bit of a piece of shit, you know? Like, there were the sexual misconduct stories. These all, I mean, those all did come out before, or just before the Me movement. And, or no, there were, and then a few extra came out, and like Steven Seagal just kind of just went into hiding and grew fatter. Like, how does a guy who practices martial arts so much and is so good at it have such a rotund belly? Granted, he grabbed and pinned him to the ground so Bruce couldn't move. After that, Bruce started incorporating grappling. Yes, I was one of the things I learned primarily from Bruce Lee fighting, watching him in his movies. Obviously, I've never trained professionally in any form of martial arts. I'm more of a scrapper, I suppose you'd call me. Like I'm gonna headbutt you as hard as I can because I know breaking your nose is gonna disorientate you, badly. I'm gonna put my thumb in your eyes because honestly, you and I both know that you need them to see. But that was something I watched with Bruce Lee. People were like, "Oh man, look how fast Bruce Lee is," and I'm like, "Yeah, but it's when he grabs you, and you are that close that you can't move." Everybody, when you learn to punch, throw your shoulder into it. No, 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 no. Get close and fast and hit like a jackhammer because that's how you want to get. I'm going to kill all these guys. I'm just not entirely sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'm thinking I'm going to shotgun the first one up close with an explosive shot. Or I could try and lasso them. It's just that there's a lot. There's a massive group of like 5 of them over there. And this takes me back to Metal Gear Solid 5. I should have brought my explosive arrows. That would have been nice. Volatile gun, man. I haven't got the throw on it though. Let's take this little slim post down here first. There we go. Sneaky, sneaky. See, you go to do some leveling up and some bounty hunting. What do? You end up falling off a train, shooting a bunch of guys at their camp. I should get my binoculars out actually. Scout ahead. Do 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 do. Where is he? 1, There's one there. Problem is they've got with this game, like in Metal Gear Solid, like I could take out that guy without the other guys hearing. In this, the moment I activate him, it aggroes everybody. Aggroes everybody. So he'll go down, and then his mate will immediately hear, and then all of the 7 other guys over by the bridge are going to hear as well. So. Okie dokie. Normally they'd kick off. Maybe we can do it without any gun. Where is he? He's sneaky. He's sneaky. Watch out for stuff on the floor. That's how the game gets you. That's how your games get you. You don't look at your feet. Watch your feet. Watch those corners, just like Apone said. Where is he? See, immediately. See, all I did was hogtie him, and they just they went into attack mode. Right, I'm sorry, friend, but you have to die because I can't. You know, I need to kill everybody before the boss activates. Right, okay, here we go. Right in the face. You see his legs kick up? That was nasty. Woo, okay. One Mississippi. Again? Where are you? Come on, pop up. There you are. No? What am I moving? That's it. No? Go. Spring from cover and get caught on the box. Run! Use the trees. Use the trees. Up. 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 Like a boss. Come here. Oh shit, I got my shotgun. Oh, cover. Cover. Gem. Missed him. Oh no, I got it. Oh, I got his hat off. Thanks for telling me again. Oh, cover. Heard that one pop. Do you think I should let them live? No, I don't think so either. Okay. Hammer time. Yeah. There we go. I got that. Just walk casually up, you know. Last guy's gonna climb up that ladder.
You ain't afraid to die, are you, brother? A butcher like you could have been one.
Yeah, I could have, but I work a lot better on my own. I find. I can barely take the thoughts in my head, let alone the thoughts of what other people want me to do. Just takes a lot of effort. There we go. That one was for you, boss. Obviously, I know you're restricted and hands are tied. And you just cannot be the loose cannon you want to be. So. Boss, bring your ass in here now! You're too much of a loose cannon! Look at all this paperwork! How many cars did you have to destroy? It was a traffic violation, Sarge. You know how I feel about traffic violations. After watching Karate Kid for the first time when I was 7, I was sure I could beat Bruce Lee. Man, We all could have. And he would have let us as well. That's how nice of a guy he was. But then he would have come back and make us earn it. Okay, where's that card? I heard it jingling while I was running around like a crazy madman with my shotgun out. There it is. Ace Pentacles. There we go. So close to getting my eye patch. I can feel it. I can taste it. So we got to find 3 of them, have we? Okay. Right, I need my camp activated to do my other role one. Which is the goods sold to the distant buyer. Obviously trying to do the bloody lasso one. Let's... Oh, rank 18, so I'm 2 ranks away from getting my eye patch. I get too excited for these kind of small little things, don't I? Maps, collect the maps. Let's look for the tarot cards first. And we'll pick up a bounty along the way. Yeah, new buddy cop drama, like a boss. Okay, question for the chat. If you could have your own buddy cop drama and pick your partner, who would it be and which one would you play? Obviously, I suppose I would be the loose cannon type cop. But to really throw the story out there, I would also be the tidy one. It would be like a schizophrenic buddy cop drama. You know, like I walk into the department, you know, people are like, oh my god, he's talking to his partner again. Doesn't he realize his partner is him? You know? Oh, and it would actually be called Good Cop, Bad Cop, but it's just like my face split down the middle, like one crazy Murtaugh side and the other, well, yeah, Rick side and one normal Murtaugh side. Good cop, bad cop. Okay, I'm gonna assume the card's indoors. Because, like, we're on the side of a mountain? Pretty sure the entrance is down here somewhere. Like, I think me and Campbell came to this mountain at one point. I had to fight some girls. And it was... Where's the entrance? Here? Yeah, the entrance is here. That's the metal detector. Oh. There's something in here. Ian, do you have a favourite fighter game? Tekken! Oh, it's this one. Oh, we found this one. Tekken is my ultimate fighting game. I love Tekken. Always loved just the characters. I suppose, like, I grew up, like, Street Fighter had come out, and, you know, love Street Fighter. But, you know, there was a fan base for Street Fighter that ridiculed you for button mashing. And I was still young when Street Fighter came out, and so I was a button masher. It wasn't until Mortal Kombat came out that I started to really try to implement the combos, because you wanted to pull off the fatalities. Detective, have you wikid the suspect? Yes! I created his own profile. No, I created the profile. Shut up! I'm not talking to you. Yes, you are. You're talking like me. Oh my god, I can't handle this anymore. And like, it's a running joke at the end of each season that the sergeant will kill himself. You know, and it's quite like the, after like the 3rd season, you're wondering if this sergeant will make it, but then they bring in the female sergeant, and both sides of my character fall in love with her. They don't realize it. Yeah. Sorry, where was I? Yeah. Oh, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that's right. And obviously, I saw a lot of similarities in Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. But then when Tekken came along, and it was on the PlayStation, I just felt it really was something fresh. And then Tekken 2 came out, And Tekken 2 was just, Tekken 2 set a benchmark for a little while. Then Tekken 3 came out, and that hit a lot. And I just, my all-time favorite character has to be Steve Fox. When they brought Steve Fox out in Tekken 4, and was like, this guy doesn't kick. I'm like, really? But most of the characters kick. Yep, he doesn't. He uses his kick buttons to, as a boxer, dodge left and right and roll. And you have to implement these combos to punch the other person. And I'm like, okay, so I've been ridiculed all this time for being a button masher. I've learned the combos. Nobody wants to fight me anymore unless they're just as good. And now you're giving me a character that people are telling me is shit because he doesn't kick. I'm gonna learn him, and I taught him. And me and Andy, for years would have mini fights. His Harang is the counter to my Steve Fox, but Horang is just a kicking nightmare. But if you juggle them, and that was the thing, that's why Gary went on to Dead or Alive, and I couldn't stand Dead or Alive because it relied heavily on the juggle system. Tekken you could block and counter, and punch and kick, and have these fights where Dead or Alive just said, nope, if you can keep that combo going and they can't touch the floor, you win. I'm like, that's not fighting. Yeah, but you've got to learn when to counter, and I'm like, yeah, but I don't have the time anymore. I don't have the time, and that's why I stick to Tekken. I haven't played Tekken in a number of years, though. Just because I just didn't. The last one I suppose I played was Tekken Resurrection, or Tekken Tag 2, one of the two. Metal Detector. Metal Detector. There's something around here. It's probably in the house. I could probably get my second bison while I'm down here, but I cannot activate my fucking camel. It's like the third time I've activated it just today, and it's just not going. Oh, there we go. It's been pitched. Finally, thank you. Alright, where is it? It would be in the house. Upstairs? I'm gonna guess it's upstairs. I feel it's an upstairs kind of thing. No. In the wardrobe? Why would it be in the wardrobe? I bet it's probably downstairs. Love boxing characters and fighting games. Steve, Dudley. Oh, Balrog. Balrog was always a favourite of mine in Street Fighter as well, and he was really difficult. But then when you were trying to go up against somebody who was playing as Ryu, it's another reason why I hated it. Like, Street Fighter was another one that juggled. It's just like spinning kick, spinning kick, spinning kick, spinning kick, spinning kick. And that was before we even started playing Capcom versus SNK, where you could just do all those moves with just one joystick. Like, I was getting hit by that a lot before that, so. At least with Mortal Kombat, like, Mortal Kombat was a lot different. I suppose because of the character creation. Like, you could block Liu Kang's flying kick after a while, or his bicycle kick. You couldn't just keep pulling that off. Or Sub-Zero's freeze. Down forward high punch, pow! That's what you remember. What is the one fighting move that you learn? I always like to team up with the nerds or probation guys, stuff them with all the paperwork. So someone like that in the fictional show, I'm not so much a loose cannon as I am lazy. I can just see that with Boss's character. Where is this fucking car? Like, is it outside? Yeah, it's like, boss, the criminals are going. Yeah. Come on, let's go. Yeah, I'm getting to it. Boss. Like, the whole episode is just Boss sitting there like, okay, I'm definitely walking away from it. Is it on the roof? It'd be on the roof, would it? On that table. No? Alright, okay. Hold on. Put my other headphone on. Where is it? Alright, but definitely can be hidden in crevices. Oh, like, I remember there was one in a stupid house. Like in the tiniest crevice. So it must be around that front, because I certainly cannot hear it around here. Why do I feel it's on the top of the house? Okay, let's check on top of the friggin' house. How do we get up there again? Up here? From the shed? Jump. No. No. Shoot out window? Okay, like I can hear in here. So, must be somewhere around here. I'm just as blind as a bat nowadays. Old age kicking in. I have no way to deny it. I suppose that's how you stay young, by admitting you're getting old. You know, the more you try and hide it, the worse the world tries to prove to you. Search the chimney. Of course, search the chimney. You know. Hey, Peter. Hey, Ons, Peter. Yeah. See, that's why I can never be a serial killer boss either. It's like, I can't even throw the weapon at you. Wait. That was lost jewellery. That wasn't even a card. So I have to, well, okay. Right, so I'm still looking for the card nearby. Okay. I do love it when the game does that. I think, oh, I picked it up. Right, what is that? No, just cricket. Let me do that. Can we go through this door? Okay, that just seems weird. Just like, it just looks at it. Can I get up to this bad boy? Yeah, okay. Is it up here? Nope. Let's try around here. Let's try on top of the water tower, see if we can get a better view. I felt it vibrating then, but not enough to make me go, yep, that's where it is. Oh. See, I would not do that in real life. No way. That is a twisted ankle waiting to happen. In the toilet? Alright, it was definitely vibrating over here by the bar. I'm getting a strong feeling from here. I can feel it like it's right in my neck. Like it's vibrating like hell over here. But I cannot hear it or see it. Ah. Where are you, bloody card? There it is. I'm only as old in my as I think I am, so in body 36, in sick of bullshit cynicum 1000. Oh hell yeah! That's what I always say. You know, I'm always making the joke that I'm a god because I've lasted for so long. Because technically, you are thousands of years old. Well, not thousands of years, sorry, thousands old if you count it in days, millions in hours. Like, how many rotations around the sun have you made it? Okay, bison, bison. See if I can nail another bison. Just got that card collectible challenge, so that one's done. What we got? We've got 9. See, I was counting. I did like all 13 over the weekend, and then when I realised that obviously more were going to start unlocking, I thought that's a hell of a lot of money that I can make. But I'm not fussed about money when I'm sat on almost $1,000 again with 29 gold. You know, it is a grind, yeah, but it's a nice grind. I'm looking for one bison now, before I have to, and then I get another gold bar outfit. It's just so relaxing at the end of the day. Where are those goddamn bison? Where's my marker? Over here. Oh, I should head over to the Heartland Festival. Get that card. Finish off that map. Bison. Raul Julia, I will always say, was a great bison. The film was absolutely terrible, but like Jean-Claude Van Damme was pretty badass as Guile. I thought that was a bison. Jean-Claude Van Damme versus Steven Seagal. I'm going to put money on Jean-Claude Van Damme. I don't know why. I mean, I don't obviously know the different styles of martial arts. Maybe you can obviously enlighten me but my money would be on Steven Seagal. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Oh, look. It's like shows it right there for me. It's right there. My divine sense tells me it's there. Have I got my magnet? Just in case. Never know. Pow. Take it easy, Davey. I'm off. It's a bank holiday, so I have to spend the day watching films with the kids. Mohana up first. Oh, nice. Yep, take it easy. I identify as a crazy old man. It's inappropriate to say man in 2019. You're supposed to say coot hillbilly. You have found all. Oh wait, did I collect all of the cards? No way. I haven't. That would be great. Progress rolls. Distinguished. No. Where are the gold collectors back? There we go. 9 of 14. 9 of 14. 9 of 14. 10 of 12. 8 of 15. No, I haven't collected any. I haven't collected all. Almost. Tarot cards. So many tarot cards. And I swear I keep picking up the same ones. So I'm actually making more money by just not actually sending them in. You know? Like, I will give her a whole collection when I get it. But at the moment, like, I could probably make 60 times the amount of money by just selling her the cards over and over. Van Damme is Hotokan Karate, Seagal is Aikido, which answers your question about his weight and shape. Oh, because it's all just movement. Yeah, it's just all throwing, isn't it? But you've still got I mean, his center of gravity, I suppose, would be a hell of a lot bigger now. Harder for him to be thrown. So Van Damme would keep range, wouldn't he? And obviously Seagal would be waiting to get up close, which ultimately would lead to Van Damme kicking him full on in the face. Bison, where the fuck are these bison? I shit you not. This must have been what it was like back in, you know, in real life back in the day. And when they came past and they're like, oh, there were hundreds of bison yesterday. Now I can't find any. How many did we shoot yesterday? Oh, there was 20, so we only shot 20. I think that's them up there. Nope, it's a bush. Man, I've been out in the plains for too long. Aikido is fake bullshit. I mean, now. I'm the kind of guy that stands there and says martial arts is great, but you should probably learn everything to be able to like Bruce Lee always said, don't stay rigid, always stay fluid. So always try and learn anything and everything because you may need everything. You need to obviously have a balance on everything. I'm more of a wrestling kind of guy, so I would probably go for like Aikido was the um, Aikido's more grabbing and throwing to the ground. Um, I'm the kind of guy that goes right. The most vulnerable part on the human body is your neck, so I just need to try to drop you on your neck somehow. And luckily, through obviously combination of wrestling and grappling, it's incredibly easy to do because you cut the distance between a puncher and a kicker. You can get fast punchers and kickers out there, don't get me wrong, and they know how fast to move. Bison. But I'm always the kind of, well, I've been hit in the face a number of times where it's kind of like gotten to the point where my jaw, would really need to be taking a serious hit, and that's the first thing I'm going to be defending. Kicking out your knees and arms, yeah, that's possible. But then you bring yourself down into a low body rank, center of gravity to the bottom, to the base, like a German suplex. Have you ever seen a reverse German suplex? Um, it's reverse. Chris Benoit used to pull a lot of them off, where you reach behind them and you wrap your arms around their midsection. Through sheer strength alone, you just have to throw that person to the floor, and you've taken away 90% of their defense, because now they're lying on the floor and they're scrambling to try to hit you, and you are now obviously in a stronger position of a grapple. Obviously, from where you go from there, it's completely up to you. I'd aim for the eyes, or at least the bridge of the nose, to try and obviously stun them again. But then I would also be looking to lock their head and one of their arms in a grapple hold, so that they're unable to move, and to a point not breathe as well. Obviously, breathing is also a major thing too. Like Dylan does martial arts at the moment, and I'm glad for that, because it's given him the confidence to be able to obviously take care of himself through school. Not that he's been bullied; he's a really, really nice child. I raised my son well, but I also want him to be able to Johnny Cage punch somebody in the balls if they step up to him and want to cause him harm. I would love to see that in a real fight one day. A Johnny Cage punch to the balls. Bullshit or not, that would fucking hurt. Where's my camp? Is it on the way on the other? It's over that hill. We'll take a slow walk over there. What time is it? It's 25 past 10. We're doing well on challenges. It's just an easy Monday. We're just taking it easy this Monday. Boss, we had some guys from Real Aikido coming to instruct us, demonstrate during a law enforcement boxing judo tournament. The guys got killed by boxers, wrestlers, and sambists. Yeah, got to get in close. But you got to keep that defense up. And I never go for the attack. I always wait for the person to drop the distance with me. It's always something I've learned with computer fighting games. Actually, is the draw distance on your characters. You know, so for example, you know, Ryu's punch only has a certain range, where obviously Sagat's punch has got a longer range. But Ryu's a lot faster, so he can get in and out a lot quicker. Sagat obviously takes a little while to obviously bring the punches and kicks up. You just got to stand there, and I always kind of stand there and like, please, I don't want to hurt you. And they're like, well, how are you going to hurt me? I'm like, easy, because you're going to come closer to me, and I'm going to... Mike Tyson taught me how to bite ears. If Mike Tyson can do it, then everyone can do it. Watch Krav Maga videos, Ian. That's pretty much nut punching. Oh man, I saw some. A female friend of mine was learning some Krav Maga, and I'm like, yep, that's right up there with don't hit women. You know, don't hit women just in case they know Krav Maga and they whack you in the nose or in the nuts with the bottom of their palm. You know, because I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not, you know, mean this in the nicest obviously respect, but we can be all black belts and Steven Seagal and Chuck Norris, but fucking we get kicked in the balls, we're going down. Like, I'd like to see, like, that would be a great sketch in a comedy show. You know, somebody coming along like, is that Steven Seagal? Yeah, he can do this, he can do that, he can do this, and a woman come along going, can he do this? And she kicks him right in the balls, and he just crumbles like, ah! And they're like, oh, no, obviously he can't.
Supplies are
Yeah,
starting to run
alright,
low,
okay.
just so you know.
Some supplies. There you go. Do I need to do a supply? Is it a supply mission I have to do for you, or a goods sold to distant buyer? Distant buyer. Okay. Let's do that then. Now this one's going to take some.
Right. I've got her badge ready to
Dylan
go,
trains
and the buyer
in
already lined
a
up.
bit of
Now,
mixed
I've
martial
basically done
arts,
all the hard work. All
kickboxing.
you need to do is
He
go make
he
the
was
supply.
studying at one
Bit of a
class
trek,
which
but,
was
I know
a
you
martial
like
arts
to ride.
class.
Why didn't I come up with
But
this idea
we
40
didn't like
years
the
ago?
change in
Well, I'd be
teachers.
living in a palace
You know, there
by
were some
now.
people who were there who worked really well. They called them mini masters. You know, they're obviously, you know, Dylan started doing it when he was 5, 6, and come on, game, load it up together. There we go. And you know, as much as I wanted my son to be able to, you know, break blocks with his fist at the age of 7, like Bruce Lee, you know, at the same time I had to be a complete realist and say that that wasn't really going to happen because, well, both me and his mother don't want him breaking blocks at the age of fucking 6. And the teachers that were teaching him at first were teaching him how to gain confidence and, you know, learn stances and defense and stuff like that. And you know, we're talking young children. They're messing around. They're not learning. Yeah, okay, they could have learned with some more discipline in them, but in the generation that we are in now, the teachers aren't allowed to shout at them like that. But in this class, they kind of wanted to, and so the teachers got changed around to instill more discipline in the children, and classes started to dwindle in numbers to the point where my wife came home to me one day and she was just like, I don't think Dylan should go there anymore. You know, and like I said, one side of the coin was like, no, I want him training day and night. You know, he should be like Jackie Chan in fucking Drunken Master and, you know, breaking his back to fill up a barrel of water with egg cups. And I should be the guy walking behind him with the piece of corn, or a whip and whipping him, you know. No, 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 no. Because the other side of the coin of me was like, fuck you. That is way too much work, and he will hate you for the rest of his life if you do that. Yeah, okay, we want him to learn confidence in martial arts, but we don't want him to, grow up hating us for the rest of his life. So we moved him to another class who now it's not as much mixed martial arts, but focusing more on the kickboxing aspect of it. Like, I would like Dylan to learn about throws. They are focusing more on the punch techniques and kicking techniques. But that's because also as a learning class, they also want to go into the teachers want to go into tournaments. And obviously they want the kids to not just go into tournaments as well, but you're supposed to go up through belts. And when you go up to your next belt, you've got to show that you can do your stance and you can block properly and kick properly and punch properly, and do everything properly so that they can give you the belt and say, well done, you've done really well, you are now the next stage in your level and you can learn more. Dylan, I suppose, through me as well, Dylan and I both look at it like we want to do well in it, but we're not massively fussed about him becoming a black belt. Unless, like, he might change. Like, he's 10. He's coming up to 10 now. And he might, at the age of 15, 16, go, hey, you know what? I want to be a black belt. I'll be like, okay, you got to train in it. Yep. And if he says to me, Dad, can you help me train? I'll be like, hell yeah. Inside, I'll be like, no, please, God, no. But outside, I'll be like, yeah, okay, come on, I'll spot you. We'll look into these places and stuff like that, and take the time to obviously make the effort. That would be cool. But at the same time, I'm just kind of glad that he's learned enough confidence now. Like, I didn't have it when I was growing up. I had to learn roughshod how to defend myself. When I went to school, somebody went, hey, you're a ginge and I don't like you, and pushed me to the ground and threw my stuff and called me names and whatnot. You can sit there over the first day and be like, okay, I'm not going to do anything because it's wrong. Second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, go home, come back. You're starting to think, hang on a minute, this motherfucker needs to learn a lesson not to push people around, because this is really going to piss me off. Like, I hate bullies. I really do. But then again, I suppose you can't just distinguish people as a bully. Anybody who tries to instill their dominance on somebody else through fear and pain. Those motherfuckers need to be put in a room and it's like, this is Steve. Okay, Steve is a black belt in Krav Maga. Right, okay, and why am I here? Well, obviously you were arrested for beating up your wife. Or, beating up your husband, or beating up your kid, or attacking those dogs. Right, okay. Well, we figured you had a lot of aggression, so you can fight Steve. I don't want to fight Steve, but Steve wants to fight you. You have 3 minutes, we'll be back in 3 minutes. And then as, they walk out the room and set the timer, they click. I'm really hoping that's not somebody over there. Why have I only got 4 rounds? I must have fired some off this bit. Get to Wallace Station fast enough. I just saw like a posse leader and his buddy just there to my right. I don't know if they're going to try and circle round and try and steal these goods from me. They might want to. They are staying close on the radar. Pull the wagon in front of us. Come on. No, disappeared from radar now. Wrestling is awesome if you can avoid getting hit long enough to close the distance. You've got to. Well, it takes training, boss, as well, to know you're gonna get hit. Learn to get hit. It's like Tom Berenger said in Platoon: "Take the pain." Because it kind of does put the fear in your enemy if they realize that they're causing you pain, but it's not stopping you. You know, and then you close the distance, and then you obviously use whatever strength you got and whatever around you as well. Don't be afraid to use that wall. You know, if there's a wall near you, his head is coming off that wall. Why? Because it will disorientate him, it will stun him. You know, um, I'm all about honor among thieves and fighting and stuff and fisticuffs, but at the same time, I'm all about making sure that you don't hurt me more than I hurt you, and so that means I'm gonna hurt you more than you can hurt me. Um, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not an aggressive person. Like I said, I'm a fan of Jimi Hendrix, standing there with the guitar, but I'm sure Jimi Hendrix would agree that, man, if you come at me, I'm gonna smash you over the head with this guitar. I hit you so hard with it that part of you is gonna hit the floor and wish your mama did not give you birth. That's just the way it is. It's important to get hidden training to know what it feels like. Yeah, and you got to know what it feels like, and you got to know how to block it out. It's also the preparation for taking the pain after as well, because once you block it out initially and block it, it will come back and it's gonna hurt. So you gotta be careful. I can hear a collectible. It's around me somewhere. Is it indoors? Where is it? Oh, it's something out there. It's outside. I can hear my cat trying to climb up the back to come up and sit next to me. Oh, man, I just bought the hair pomelo because it's a shop. I was like, oh, it's something to pick up now. Just bought hair pomelo for no reason. Careful, Flash. Don't fall up here. I'm scared you're going to pull the Xbox out or something. Yeah, okay, you done it? Yeah? I always put a warning in as well. I mean, I'm going to throw the warning out here now that if any point I just immediately disconnect the Xbox, it's usually because this thing's, I say thing, you're gorgeous really, has turned it off. Okay, bounties. We've got bounties here. We'll do the bounties while we're here. Hey, friend. Oh, did I? No, I should use the fat actually. I should use the fat. I keep picking up animal fat. I keep picking up explosive rounds, so I'm not using the animal fat that I pick up, which means I don't bother doing anything with the pigs or ducks, which means I lose out on a lot of money for them. Most people can't handle it when you close in fast and hard. Oh hell yeah, Space Wolf style, man. Like Ultramarines are badass standing behind with their bolt guns, but then the enemy just bombards you with fucking explosives, and you lose more troops than you're trying to keep alive. Space Wolves, though, we run in and we throw our, everything at you in your face. Those mortar cannons cannot shoot the floor, that's for sure. Right, Morris Brown, you are an ugly motherfucker. Let's take you down. You're definitely going down, Morris Brown. You have done a job too recently. Come back to try another. Ah, man. Shitbox. Well, okay. What else we got to do while we're here? Let's have that. Free roam mission. Well, we could do that. Make money from that, I suppose. We're not doing that one. I don't know where Brinsley and Campbell are. I mean, I saw Campbell over the weekend, but we just kept connecting with each other. And it's started the thingy. So I think he's probably off just doing his thing on World War Z. But then again, I knew this was always happening. I started playing this game on my own. I'll probably end playing this game on my own. It's fine. I'm not really playing on my own because I'm with you guys on there. Peter, Boss, Funny McDowell. Oh, wolves. All these wolves. Oh, sorry. You gotta kill the whole pack. Do not leave any of them. I always hate just killing a load of them and then leaving one to run off because I just know that he's just gonna starve to death without the rest of his pack. Ah, man. Artex, the tree. How did you not see the tree? Okay, moving through, moving through. Oh, watch out, watch out. Okay, round, round. I have to remember I have to email my work later with what I did over the weekend. I also have to contact my dentist and organise a dentist appointment. Normal life tribulations and all that. Where's it's on the other side of this friggin' mountain, isn't he? Okay, how do we get through there? Go along this way. And round, I suppose. Wish you could be actually able to turn the lantern off on the front of the horse. I do think it actually does mess with the animals. Oh! This was a bad idea. Don't hit a rock. Sorry, Artex. I know. Should have just gone round the friggin' mountain, but you know me and shortcuts. If I can get there, sure, I will try. Hup. Through and through. Round we go. Mountain goat. Is this a path? Okay, that's a path. Slide, Artex, slide! What up, Aaron J? Every real man likes beer. I like beer. Here you go again with the man stuff. See, some of us, you gotta remember, some of us are gods. You know, oh, it's the prison guy, so I've got to bring it to you. You know, we've been really, really good in our lives. We're not just men. We're gods. Gods among men. You know, men are weak. Men have weaknesses. If you don't really have that many weaknesses, obviously you can have. That's what I was saying to somebody over last week. I'm not afraid of flying. I'm afraid of crashing and smashing my body into the ground. That's what I'm really afraid of. You know, I'm not afraid of guns. I'm afraid of somebody shooting me in the face. Yeah. I'm not afraid of sharks. I'm more afraid of them eating me and ripping me apart. You know, but I'll swim with them. Don't get me wrong. You know, just don't want them to tear me apart. Whoa, whoa! Sorry, I'm trying to look at the chat while making my way around this god darn mountain. I expect to come across the Yeti or something at some point. Wow, you guys are really far out. That. Get cold. No collectibles up here, I'm guessing. I think this would be a perfect spot for a collectible, but nope. Is he on the other side of the mountain, I'm guessing? Oh, down there. What we got? 1, 2, 3. God knows how many inside the place. Oh, that's 4 down there actually. 5. 1 there. 1 laid up against the box. Against the shed. Suppose we best go down and say hello. Always, it's always these little comfortable silences that make me kind of uncomfortable, knowing full well that I'm about to, kill these. Like, I know they're obviously computer animated AIs. That's absolutely fine, but, you know, like that guy, programs down there, he's like, oh man, I'm enjoying this cigarette. It's nighttime. Salacious J Rig. Oh, almost 5 a.m. here in Chicago. Sleepy but super interested in the stream. Oh man, well, I'm about to take these guys out for you. Salacious. The sun rising, is it? What time is it? Like 6? It's about 6 o'clock. I wonder how close I can get before raising the alarm. Can I get to that toilet first? Hup. Oh. Got his hat. There's 3 of them up there. Target killed. Gentlemen, as a unified lawgiver of these here states, I grant you the freedom of death. May God have mercy on your soul. Because I certainly will not. You'll kill me. Oh, it's 3 of you then. Oh, missed him. Oh shit. Go, 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 go. Get up, motherfucker. I suppose this is going to be a fate worse than death, leaving him on top of this mountain. Ooh, perfect snakeskin. I'm just going to leave you there. He can tell the story about how him and his gang were up on the mountain, feeling that they were safe, and then pow, out of nowhere, justice. Where's the body? There he is. Morris Brown. Poor old Morris Brown. You are not getting away, friend. There you go. Loot him. Loot him. Give me the loot. Give me the loot. I am a firm believer that at least once a week you must listen to some hardcore rap music by either the Notorious B.I.G. or Tupac, just to be able to get you through a day. Ain't no fucking Carpenters, fucking Fleetwood Mac gonna actually fulfill your whole complete week. Every now and again, you need that hardcore fucking dark shit. Just a little bit, It's like earlier when we were talking, when the guy was asking about Lamb of God. Pete, you can be a heavy metal fan, but every now and again you need to go to the other side of the coin and go, you know what, I need some Ariana Grande in my life. And people are like, really? You go, well, if I can bob my head to it, it makes me happy. But yeah, I see. Who's that? Aaron J. Love Biggie, not a fan of Tupac. See, Tupac was a bit more blunter, I suppose. You know, um, but then they are both just the opposite sides, aren't they? West and East. Their lives were exactly the same, but so different on so many levels. Tragically, pushed to the point. I was only saying this at the weekend. Some people are at a party. It's like, I find it really hard to understand how celebrities can allow themselves to go that far. That their lives are really, at risk so much. Be it the drugs or the drink or the violence or the sex or God knows what,
In here. Good thing about being dead,
Um,
you don't notice the long journeys. There.
but it's the
See you again,
limitations.
no doubt.
You've got to limit yourself. Like I read some of the story, or you see some of the stories that like Motley Crue got involved in, and you're like, damn, nah, no way, that's way too much, way too much crazy shit going on, Antique bottles, jewelry, bounty targets bought in. I should have lassoed. I couldn't lasso him from my horseback, could I? He was fucking right on top of a mountain. I should get that last jewelry while I'm here. I just saw that fool's gold pop up. Collectibles, lost jewelry. It's cold up here in these mountains. There's a hideout there as well. Where are we? Oh, we're right there. Right, so the hideout's behind me. That just spawned. That place just spawned as a hideout. Oh, I gotta bring death to those motherfuckers. The game's like, oh shit, I spawned it way too close. I'm gonna take my double barrel. Take my double barrel. And my bow. I'm gonna take my bow. Clear out the hideout. Oh, look at that guy up there. He's definitely on. Oh. Alright. Oh, there's a gun. Fucking gun. Concentrate. Yeah, I know. He is just not reloading. Fuck this! I'll loot the body now. Oh, I'm sorry, what? Oh, to the chest. Oh, that guy. In the back.
What the hell is going on? We're almost bloody done for.
No. Oh, that one. No. Lit. No. Set my fire. Explosive? Do I want to do explosive? No, I'm gonna make it look really stylish. I'm going to throw a tomahawk. Whoa. That was like some Universal Studio shit. That was. Right. Is there more of you? There's still more. Where are you? You're up there. Okay, he surrendered. What did I do to the last guy? Oh yeah, I shot him. So this guy gets to live. You get to live, friend.
Oh, shite. Look, you won writing off.
One? And like, you guys didn't even have a chance.
Look here. You spare me, you won't have cause to look back. You just say the word, I'll hightail.
Yeah, you done. Percha! Okay, where's all that junk? Down there. Whoa. Gun oil. Oh, is that a cigar? I'll take the crackers. And I'll take the cigar. You know what? I'll just take that. And the chewing tobacco. And the canned vegetables. Oh, you know what? Because I'm so badass, you know, you never really see a guy. Where is it? That's how badass I am. I smoke a cigar around dynamite. Just throw it on top of it. I'm so glad that shit didn't, you know, blow up. And look at those cigars. Looking at those cigars reminds me of Duke Nukem Forever. He used to be able to go into his little apartment. Well, I can still go in there actually if I play the game. Go into his apartment, just walk around, and just smoke his cigars. Do 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 do. Could never get better games than that. People talk about Gears 5. Gears 5's got nothing on Duke Nukem Forever. You know, Gears 5 will be forgotten in the past, where Duke Nukem Forever will be remembered forever. As a cop, I want to go nuts when wearing a body cam, not because of hiding shit, but being aware of somebody watching you, and that's for a few 2 or 3 hours. Boss, have you seen End of Watch with Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena? That film is fucking outstanding. I love the fact that obviously they've got the body cam shit on the cops in that one. You know, obviously the story is, well, the story is what it is for what you get, but seeing it from that angle, you know, like when you see him go into the house and you got the mum and dad, the mum and dad crackheads in there, and she's like, "I'm missing my children. I don't know where they are." And then he goes in there and he finds the 2 children, you know, tied up in the closet. I'm like, oh, man. Like I am a point man to the point where, you know, I grew up in the UK where Judge Dredd, you know, the comic series would go, and you think, well, why is it so wrong to have judges, you know? Oh, come on, Pac, don't run off. Man. Well, I only killed 2 of them, I suppose. 2 of them are still alive. But then it's that old age-old thing, isn't it? You get a stick with a nail in, they get a stick with a bigger nail in. You know, that you put one of theirs in the hospital, they put one of yours in the morgue. They use a baseball bat, you use a shotgun. Back and forth, back and forth. It's like playground shit all over again. Humans. They love it. Alright. What are we looking for? We're looking for jewelry? Well, I think it's there. That was easy. If you've chosen to be famous, then you have to live with the consequences. Yeah, but you gotta, as a celebrity, you've gotta know your limitations as well. I was talking about that Chris Correll or Chris Cornell? You know, the lead singer of Audioslave. Like in a, you know, between a year, like he and Chester Bennington had died, and were found out after to be big heroin users. Now, I got into a heated conversation with somebody at the weekend because they said they were immediately. I knew the person I was talking to was going to be immediately defensive about this singer, and the argument got to the point where it was just like, "Well, you don't understand depression," and I'm stood there with this look on my face like, "Does anybody understand depression? I know I'm not exactly fucking Einstein, but there are, from where I stand, I understand there are many, 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 many levels and forms of depression. What I'm saying though is that these two famous people who had adoring fans and loving families and had friends and they they had the ability to help themselves with everything that they want, but instead there was a selfish need in them for the use of this drug, and maybe they mixed it with other things and took the medication. Now, like, like if I went to the doctor with an ailment, and like I said, far from it, I'm not exactly friggin' Albert Einstein. Still be quoting me on this fucking way of life. But I go to the doctors with an ailment. The doctor says, "Okay, Mr. Buckland, tell me what's wrong with you." Yeah, I'm having problems. All right, okay. Tell me everything that you do. You know, do you eat well? Do you sleep well? Do you exercise? Do you do this? I certainly would say to him, "Oh, well, yeah, I'm a heroin addict." Right. Well, maybe we should probably get you off of that because that might be obviously clouding your judgment just a little bit. Same as obviously drinking and smoking and all that kind of stuff. But you moderate this shit, don't you? And when it comes to celebrities, you know, I know some people say, well, if I have to go out on stage, you know, I need something to help me. I'm like, you didn't need it when you first started off. You know, when you went out on stage when you were before, you didn't need it then. Why do you need it now? Maybe they push themselves too much. Maybe their way of life, like I understand obviously with like if you make a living, like you're a singer and you make a living, you have to keep um, you have to keep making songs to make money. But you don't have to do it forever. You can do other things. You can fucking sell the songs to people as, you know, what Lady Gaga used to do, didn't she? She used to write songs for singers and then sell them, and they used to get all the rights. That's why we had that big fucking horseshit. But you could tell them, you could say, "Hey man, you know, I want your song, but you know, I want it in my own way." Like when I grew up, I was watching Ozzy Osbourne. Like I was a big fan of Ozzy Osbourne. Thought Ozzy Osbourne was fucking great. Search Chimney, is it in there? But I also took a lot of life lessons from Ozzy Osbourne. You know, to the point where I looked at him and went, and he's really messed up now. You know, let's not just have sex with loads of different women behind my wife's back. Let's not drink all night. Yeah, I did that when I tried to do that when I was younger. My body can't do it. I will fucking admit that shit. I cannot drink very well. People used to say that to me. They used to say, "Well, Ian, you can't drink whiskey. Whiskey's a man drink." I'm like, I know. Maybe I'm better off not being a man. I'm better off being a god. It's easier being that way. Uh, where's the nearest bounty hunting place? Oh, look at that. Wallace Station, right down there. Did I get all the collectibles? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There's one more on the map, isn't there? Where is it? Gunfire. Here, gunfire. Was it 11:03? Right. Well, we're going to be on until 11. 11? Come on. Time to come off then. We're going to be on until 12. Like I said, I've got a bunch of stuff to do before I got to go work. I could swing down to Wallace Station actually and pop to the little boys' room. That's what I am going to do. And take the opportunity, with it being 11:05, to head down to Wallace Station, park up, and I'm going to head up to Dakota Falls when I come back and pick up that collectible because that will annoy me, and then we're going to come back and do some bounty hunting. Now, obviously, I'm chucking it out there. I'm going to say I'm going to collect it and I'm going to do the bounty hunting. But because this is a democracy, if there are any of you in there in the chat who go, "Oh, actually, yeah, we don't want you to do that," then obviously chuck it down, put in a vote in, keep the chat going. Obviously, be nice to each other. And if there's a big change, then I'll come back in and I will do what you say. But otherwise, then I'll head back and do what I say. So, right, I'm going to lock onto this guy here, look at the catalog, and I will be back in 2 shakes. And I'm back. Salacious, gonna have to hop off the stream. It's almost daylight over here. Oh man, yeah, you should have been in bed hours ago. Do whatever you want, Ian. We'll just watch and enjoy. Oh, okay. Seedhill says I can do that. I also, I've got the law behind me as well with Boss. Boss says I can just do whatever I want as well. So cool. Okay, I'm gonna go get this collectible then, and then come back for those bounties. Where is it? Up there. Almost got that eye patch. I'm on level 19. I can just feel it. It's right there. And as soon as I've done that, I'll probably just head straight back over to the trader then, and concentrate on the trader and the bounties. If I get all 3 of them to level 20, then everything is unlocked. I already got all of the unlocks for the membership pass, so I'm happy that just happened. And it's getting to the point, like, you know what I was thinking with this game? There's a lot of new games coming out soon, obviously including Doom, but I was thinking this last night, is I need to start not spending so much money on video games and start putting more money into decorating the house. Now, at the moment, we do some decorating around the house, but it's mainly when the wife obviously wants to do stuff. Yeah, I got to get that eye patch. Got to get the eye patch. But I've noticed now that there's a few things in the house where I'm like, I need to fix that. Need to do that. And it's the little things. Like, we got a leaky sink in the kitchen. Now, it does involve having to take out the whole sink, the drainage, and then reapplying a new one, which is probably going to take, what, half a day and 100 quid. But it needs to be done. And I was sat there last night thinking, you know what also needs to be done? And then all of a sudden I made this list. Now, I don't know if that's me just being more responsible, or maybe I'm just noticing things now because I'm not working in the morning, so not as tired to not notice it. But, you know, when we're on the topic of man things, it's not just a man thing though, is it? It's like a family father thing where you go, okay, I can either buy that new 40 quid, 50 quid, 60 quid video game with all of the add-ons and spend the 3, 4, 5 hours playing it, or I can repaint the bathroom ceiling and just make it look a bit nicer, because hell, it's been like that for the last 6 years and it needs to change. Where is it? It's there. There it is. Being responsible. Ooh, pearl necklace. Nice. Alright, completed that one now. Let's go get those bounties! Woohoo! Yeah! How many challenges have we got there now? So we've got 6 left. That's not too bad. We already did the train. 2 more. Let's go get those bounties. 2 bounties for in. So if we can get a combo, we can get 2 of them at once. Even if there's 4 of them, we can get those 4 girls again. I'll just get 2 of them. The experience and money making in this online game now is just, if you were a new player, I thought this a couple of weeks ago, if you were a new player, you might be overcome with how much stuff there is to do. But then again, if you're a new player, there is so much for you to do, you just get lost down a rabbit hole. Like, what's the highest player in the game at the moment? Lowest player, sorry. 21 I'm looking at. Let's see. 21, level 21 is the lowest person in the game. There's no 6s or 7s, no 10s. Who's the highest? I'm 197. 152. I'm the highest in the room. There's a level of respect there, isn't there? Then again, you get your level 300s. They're off probably playing Gears at the moment, or Borderlands, you know, leveling up that character, getting that special ability so they can do that thing. That's good, that's fine, that means that they're over there and I can ride safely from one point of the map to the other without having to pull out my gun and shoot somebody in the face. Hey Mongo! Oh! Mongo. Okay, I'm going to give you a special shout out actually, because the last stream I did, I realised just as I was signing off, you came in and said hi, and I just stopped streaming, and I saw it pop up. I was like, oh, he's going to be thinking, shit, where is everyone? So, yeah, hi Mongo. That's a special one just for you. Just watched all the off-the-shelf reviews of Resident Evil movies. Great reviews. Oh man, we are, what, a week away from October? Now, are we doing a series of films this year, or just one? And have I been lying to you guys all the time? That is the question. Halloween series coming up. I mean, you can all take guesses. You're all going to be wrong, but you can all take guesses. And you can all show different views of which ones you think we should do next. But, you know, hey, gotta keep the balance. I did the Resident Evil films, though. I went out and bought Final Chapter. I just bought it. Oh, look at that. Let's get the old Riley twins. Yes. What they do? The so-called Devil Twins, Donners, are responsible for the settlement of an ancient feud by public dismemberment of their chief rival, Angela DaCosta. Wow, okay. Chopped a person up. I'm trying to think if Angela is a boy or a girl. See if it activates. Maybe it's got to take a little bit to load up. The Resident Evil films are so disappointing, man. But doesn't it warm your heart that they just get terrible? You know, that's actually a good thing, that they generally get worse and worse. Like the first one is poor. Like we'll admit, the first one is poor. When you compare it to the Resident Evil stories that we are used to. The second one is even worse. Where are they? Where are the targets? Oh, they're there. Oh man, he's gonna get to his hideout well quick, and I'm just gonna have to shoot my way in there and shoot my way out, probably. Lasso two of them from horseback? I don't even know how that's even gonna be possible, unless I kill everybody and make them run. Arrowhead down there? Oh, it's a treasure map. Hey, friend. I shot the last guy and I felt really bad about it. Oh, go! Wow, he is the second one of them I've come across. You gonna let me search, Satchel? Let me search. Calm yourself. I came across a not treasure hunter, but he was a collector. He had a massive horse kick me. Don't kick me! Don't kick me! Ah, thanks. Yeah, that guy. I thought he was going to sell me that map. You know, yeah, I totally thought he was going to sell me the map, and I thought, whoa, I shot the last guy, so I'll pay this guy and let him go. But he saw me, immediately freaked out, pulled out his gun, and I had to shoot him. I had to shoot him. He was going to kill me. Love it. Right, yeah. So Resident Evil. Resident Evil Extinction in the desert is just awful, just so bad. And then it gets even worse when she has to start flying everywhere in her plane. Like, hey, let's save on budget by just not showing the rest of the world. Because we fucked up the story so bad we don't even know how to explain it. Then they're underneath the Russian Ocean, or the sea, and rain comes back, which is nice, I suppose. And then the final chapter, which I still don't understand how he got away with that movie. The movie actually starts after the giant battle sequence, and her daughter is gone. Her daughter is gone. She doesn't even mention her daughter. The computer doesn't even bring it up. And she was the main core of it the whole time from after the first one? The first film? No! No, Paul Wilson, no! It makes complete no sense. And as I turn and look to my right, I can see the DVD box set on my shelf. Right next to World War Z. Yeah, I don't get how they get finance the word, the Will Ferrell Sherlock Holmes movie. They're really such demand for that. Like, who are the people who clamour for more Adam Sandler? Man, it's not a certain. It's like a certain generation comedy. You know, people latch onto the comedy really quickly, and they have bills to pay. Talking about Will Ferrell, I watched Between Two Ferns, the movie, last night with Zach Galifianakis. For those of you who don't know, Between Two Ferns is an interview show on YouTube on the Funny or Die network, which is owned by Will Ferrell, supposedly. And Zach Galifianakis interviews actors and actresses, but really awkwardly, just like Zach Galifianakis can. And he made a film about it, and it's on Netflix, and I watched it last night, and I fucking love Between Two Ferns because I would love to interview people about films like that, just awkwardly, because it's so funny having somebody awkward, but also have them in on the joke, and they're acting, you know, that way. So if you get a chance, check that out. Fucking Will Ferrell was in it, the owner of Funny or Die, and he was a boss. He was a boss. Okay, they are in this fort, so there's only a couple of entrances. Now, if I can kill everybody else, he's in that building, isn't he? Vintage, refined binoculars. Where is he? There, that's him, right there. The other one's inside. I think so. The collectible there. But they are going to go crazy as soon as I start shooting, aren't they? So, let's change that up. We'll go with the Springfield, and we'll go with the repeater, simply because I want to, if I can, lasso two of them from my horse. Lassoed from horseback. Actually, I just need to ride up and grab him, actually, don't I? Pow. Pow. Don't shoot, Artex. No. Right, okay. Let's get rid of that marker. I've just noticed as well, outside my window it's raining. It's just started raining. Nope, that guy. Dead. Wait. I'm trying to keep the two guys inside the fort. Trying to only nail the NPC characters. I can concentrate. He's making a run for it. I can run up. Got one. Pull him out. Can we pull him out? Okay. Here we go. Right, can we tie him? Because if I can get him alive, that'd be even better. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Okay, work. Stay. Artex, I need you down here. It would be really helpful if you weren't hiding behind a rock, Artex. Where's the other one? Artex. Yeah, I know they're shooting at you, but they're shooting at me too, so I'll be the cover. Sorry. Just feels a lot better to talk to him so he understands what we're attempting to do. Okay, the last guy is still in. He's making a run for it. This way. Turn around. Where is he? He is inside. There he is. Nope. Nope. Come on, Artex. Through the fence. Through the fence. Come on. Get through the fence. No, no, go through the fence. Round then. Go. Go. The dreaded. Oh, you bastard game. No, he's not. He's not escaped. He's still there. Oh. No. He's up there. Did he cut himself free? Oh, they're going on. Well, I got that challenge. Come here. Now you really pissed me off. Come here. Your fucking cousin left you, little bastard. Couldn't just stay there, could he? No, I knew I was moving far too far away. Oh, what the? Sorry, distracted there. Aaron J, you never watched Father Ted. Aaron J, your homework for tonight is to watch Father Ted. The main actor, Dermot? No. Dermot O'Leary? No. The main guy playing Father Ted though. The comedy, timing, the delivery. More tea, Father Ted. Oh, no thank you, Mrs. Doyle. You know, it was just... You couldn't do it now. But the timing of it all, like the episode with the milk float, where somebody's put a bomb in it, because the milkman actually goes round and you know, oh, he's trying to kill Dougal, isn't he? Dougal's become a new milkman, and he's so excited about it. Oh, go on, father. Go on, go on, go on. I'm being followed. Followed by 3 guys. They really want either me dead or you alive. Well, let's say hello. Yeah, give him the last one. Shit. Now the real question is, if storing the brain somewhere else would make us tougher. Because shooting people in the head really, you know, really gives you the life advantage over them. Strawberry. I haven't been a strawberry in ages. Like Rivendell, the river. Somebody's in the saloon partying. Luckily, I didn't have your cousin because this would have been a hell of a walk back. But I had him all tied up and everything, and with reinforced rope. Should have stuck. No, I couldn't stick him hard. He'd have got shot and killed.
If their neck breaks when you drop
The young ones, Blackadder, Red Dwarf Bottom, what, like the top 4? Not the 9 o'clock news was amazing as well. My thing with awkwardness, like the Michael Scott and David Brent, is that I know people like that. See, at first I wasn't too sure about David Brent, and then I got more and more into it. I even particularly like the American version of The Office, because you know you can see what they're just trying to do, and Steve Carell, is it Steve Carell? He just plays he plays a really good American David Brent. Okay, one more bounty hunter wanted for murder and the rustling of prized livestock. Garner was seen assisting the Dixon brothers in rustling over 50 head of cattle. He no longer rides with that gang of killers, but neither has he paid the price for his part in their crimes. Okay. Babcock or Gardner? See, I'd go with Barbarella, but she's just a money maker. I prefer the live action. Capture him dead or alive. He never should give that option. Just alive. Capture alive. Why? Because if you have to shoot him, just make it quick. God damn, it's raining in the game. It's raining in real life. Is he moving? Nah, he's at that friggin' snow camp all over again. God damn it, right. Get out of this then. There we go. Black coat. Be the man in black once again. So Monday is almost over and done with. I mean, it's 11:30. Doesn't it kind of bum you out the apocalypse never happens? Like every now and again I do have to check my phone just to make sure I haven't got a message saying, you know, have you seen the news? Zombies have started rising. We need to get Dylan from school and hunker down and be like, okay, activate Alpha Plan, you know, Omega 1. Avoid all contact with any of the living if you can. Never happens. I'd even go so far to like get Mad Max Apocalypse Land. Okay, like a nuclear bomb going off in Plymouth would be bad, and I probably wouldn't survive it anyway. But being able to drive around in a desert wasteland, turbocharged cars. Whoa, lady. What are you doing out here this late?
Oh Lord, this hurts. Dang ankle.
That's a mission. See?
I'm hurt. Give me a hand.
I can't activate it because I'm already on the bounty mission. Oh.
I need some help.
Imagine how bad it would be if I shot both of them right now.
You're gonna help me, right?
Who is it?
Oh, thank you. Whew.
I'm trying to look at the other guy. Oh!
See you once.
No way! She's only robbed him. Whoa, where's she gone? There she is. Pow! Beat that bitch! Come on, give her a kick down. I really should go on my bounty, but damn, man. You got her? Oh, he shot her dead. Mickey Chap at level 134. Let's give him a hand. Bang. Bang. Try not to shoot me, Mickey Chap. I'll cover this way, because I'm going this way, so I'll cover this way. Wow, that was awesome. See, it's because I'm already on a mission. I was unable. She was not seeing me, and I thought, oh wow, you know, she is lost. And then she pulled that gun on him and jacked him. The guy just stood there like, motherfucker, just got jacked. And I was gonna kill them both. I did almost shoot him and then her. What a day, huh? What a day. Get off the line so I can check out the chat. I think that Steve Carell was awesome in The Office. I just hate the character. Yeah. I hate the David Brent character as well. You know, like I said, both of them are just awkward. It's always the relationship, isn't it? You know, the relationship between the receptionist and what's his face in the first one, Martin Freeman's character, and then obviously the stuff that he did with the other guy. Whoa, there's a lot of them here. There's a lot of them right here. I'm gonna have to shoot my way through. Has he just rode up? Is he running up the hill? Oh, this is like somebody else's mission. Whoa. This is not the mission I'm supposed to be on. Artex, meet me on the other side. We're supposed to be going this way. Jesus, I've just come across two people's missions. Artex. That guy just totally stole their wagon. Oh! Would that make me an accessory to robbery? Hey, I just found another bullet. Nice. Yeah, I suppose it would. I'll get to my mission in a minute. Wow, I found another one. Another alcoholic bottle. Sweet. One more of them, and that's that. Challenge done as well. It's like, Ian, you can do whatever you want. I don't do anything. The game just does it for me. I just get on my horse and ride, and shit happens, man. Shit happens. Yeah, I mean, you can catch all the Father Ted stuff. It's always been reshown. The Christmas specials are just the best. When they get caught on that shopping trip, it's like, you gotta leave me behind, Ted. What happened? I got twanged in the eye by a bra. Don't leave a man behind. Sorry, my Irish is obviously terrible, but I'm Scottish, so I'm probably closest than anybody really. Unless obviously you're actually Irish, which then I apologise. I brought down the thunder on the last guys, didn't I? I killed everybody. Back up here again. So random that it's up here again. Well, I say random. The nearest location, I suppose. Oh, you know what I was gonna do? I was going to Carcano the shit out of them. I'm gonna Lee Harvey Oswald the fucking piss out of all these guys, and I'm gonna properly leave the main guy alive. So I reckon the main guy is indoors. You reckon? You reckon? Because I don't see him there. So. One. Two. Three. 4. 5. Okay. Nope, don't want that. I want that. Shit. Oh, that killed that guy. Alright, where's the target? No, don't want the camp. Keep. It's because they keep putting my weapon menu on the next screen. Ah, I missed him. Missed him. Oh! I need to eat some food as well. Is he still there? He must be still indoors. Oh, he's making a run for it. He's on the outside. Want him. Okay, let's bring the thunder. Hey, stop shooting me. Oh. Wait for it. Oh shit. Oh shit. There's more of it. Okay. just off the tip of his forehead. Like, I felt that one. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. No, I'm taking him alive. Come here. No, we need to pick you up, Leonard Gardner. Every one of your friends is dead, Leonard. Every one of them. Did they even know what they were involved in when they said that you could sleep inside that place, huh? I thoroughly enjoyed that. You know, that's why I love playing computer games, and this is why I love playing this computer game. In real life, I could not have the goddamn energy to climb on top of a mountain with a sniper rifle and attempt to take down a guy by killing 15 of his friends. I just don't have it in me. You know? But sitting up there with that Carcano rifle, plugging those guys, you know. I should probably really get back to town, but I love getting the collectibles. Let's look for more rum. Good batch of pelts. So many good pelts. Ooh, 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 careful. The blood in the snow. I just love the blood in the snow. Collectible. Purple rabbit hole. Do you believe that is it, Artex? Yeah? You guys are definitely dead. Let's go! Yeah, love it. Glad to hear that the only problem we have with that scenario is the lack of energy. Yeah, man. Ah, man. The planning, the preparation, you know. Like, I mean, you'll probably agree, Ross. It takes a lot of energy to just clean the guns and keep them tidy. Like, in this, I can just go, hey, I'm just going to rub it over with a cloth. Has anybody seen the advert that Sandy Hook released last week? Oh my God, America! That should be a new talk show. Actually, I should make a talk show called "Oh My God, America." They actually released this advert with children showcasing how they can use their different new bought school stuff to save themselves from a school shooting. Like, it was crazy. I like certain scenes. There's like a kid who smashes a window to climb out. Yeah, the boss did see it. Oh yeah, that would be a good title, Aaron J. But you know, you got to keep it friendly for the kids. You got to bring that. You got to be able to bring in, you know, the older generation. They don't like swearing, so oh my God, America brings in the religious ones too. You know, and yeah, you know, it had some kid smashing a window, jumping out, another
Sure hope
kid
this ain't
building
one for
like
talking, 'cause I
a
ain't in the
bandage for
mood.
somebody who'd been shot in the leg.
There's your money.
You know, it ended with a kid in a bathroom stall scared that somebody's walked in and that she might never see her parents again, and her parents just got a last message saying, I love you, Mom. I mean, it gets me right there in the throat, and I'm like, I've said it before, I've been saying it all day, I'll say it tomorrow as well. You know, I'm not the sharpest tool in the book, but I certainly don't want to walk into a school and beat the shit out of people and kill people because I'm having a bad day. You know, I'll have the bad day and then I'll probably go and play a video game. Shoot a bunch of people with a sniper rifle to make myself feel better. Is that a hideout up there as well? Oh my God, it became a hideout. Oh, that's even better. Sometimes you don't even have to try. I've been wanting to get up to the north actually for a long time and just never did. Here we are. Just sticking around here. Okay. How are we going to take these guys out? Let's go. I'm just going to take these guys out with... I need to clean this actually. What have I got? I've still got my crack on. Let's just take them out with what we've got on us. Never matters. We always end up just using the revolver and shooting people anyway. It just happens. It just happens that way. You can take my guns, take away my guns over your cold dead children. Ooh. Damn. That's cold, man. That's cold, RJ. Yeah. That should be on a t-shirt. Somebody else is moving in as well. Just saw them in the background. I'm gonna wait for them to make their move. Who is it? You see them scatter past. Who is it? Dreamweaver. Dreamweaver. I believe we can get here through the night. He's a level 22. I'll let him draw attention then. I'll stay over here and kill these guys. Cause a distraction. I'm like, what the fuck? They're attacking from 2 angles. There's a gun. Fuck. Okay. Hey there, friend. Get the gun. Get some. You know what? I'm not even going to take any. Oh, actually, I should, because I'm looking for that last bottle of antique alcohol. I'll just take these, because I killed these guys. The Red Dead law dictates whoever you kill is yours. If you push your luck, you are probably going to get told off for a problem. We ain't robbers. Oh, I'm feeling the sneeze, come on. I'll be the first episode for a sneeze. No? It's because I just told myself I was going to sneeze. You ever do that? You're about to sneeze and then all of a sudden it just holds back. Hey Dreamweaver, how we doing? I'll wave to you. Hey Dreamweaver. Male or female? What do you think? I think it's a person. I'm gonna laugh. Who'd you kill? Is there any more collectibles around here actually? Get my metal detector out just in case. Nope. I think that's the body up there. I'm gonna take that body. You know, there's a little part of you that goes, hey, you know, we could really mess this level 22 up, you know, make his day bad, but no. I have my morals, you know, in my video games, and I will only attack you if you attack me first. Just don't do it. Wow, did he leave these bodies? Okay. Always loot. Always loot. There's so much loot you got to pick up. You just never know. Look at that. I'm sat on $1,000. I have more money in this game than I have in real life. Why are you still playing that game? Because I feel rich. Get out of my face. Why do you still play Batman for us? Because you fucking feel like a billionaire. Okay, what have we got? Last 12 minutes. What are we going to do for the last 12 minutes? No invites. Free roams, thrown weapons. Not going to bother. Antique bottles. Okay, can we get the last antique bottle? Because if we do, we're gonna have to get all 3 before we come off. Because it'll just bug me out that I haven't done it, and they'll still be there. Oh, there's Madame Lazar actually. Where am I? I'm there. another one down in Lemoyne, and another one over by Amberino. Shit. So if we go, where's the fast travel? There's no fast travel nearby, is there? Nope. Oh, okay, well, you know what? We'll just get that one. We'll just get that one. We'll go down by Madame Nazar as well. Just fuck it, you know. I can fight my OCD. It's easy. Willpower, mind over matter. I don't mind that it don't matter. Rock and roll that shit. But then saying that, I'll probably come on it later. I might even say to Dylan about collecting it for me while I'm at work. Son, if you get all your work done, go into Red Dead and get me the last 2 collectibles. They should be on the map. Yeah, I've got to go work later. Do my part for society. Pay my dues. Hope you're all having a good day, good morning, good evening, good night, depending on where you are. You know, obviously, boss man. You're the big boss man. Oh, because he's a police officer. You know. Did anybody see the Big Boss? I used to really be a big fan of the Big Boss Man as a wrestler back in the day. Always loved the finisher as well, the sidewalk slam. And they called it the sidewalk, but Abyss in TNA called it the black hole slam, where he just kind of spins on the spot and then just slams down on the side. Completely wins you. Big Boss Man. Whoop whoop. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones we used to know. Rough-legged walk. Could have shot it. I swear I just heard somebody whistling. Like I swear, you know, somebody was nearby. That's all right, boss. If you never got the chance, check out the Big Boss Man on WWE. Obviously, he was a cop from Cobb County, Georgia, I think it was. I don't know if he was a real cop in real life. Like if he'd done a stint of it before wrestling, I'm not sure. But at first, his character was evil and dispensing hard time, hard justice. You know, he'd spend a couple of days in the slammer if he got you. Collectible? Here, collectible. It's around here somewhere. Yeah. And then obviously he left to join up with WCW again and went through the rest. The character went through a lot of changing ideas in WCW, and then came back to WWF as the bouncer for Mr. McMahon. He was hardcore champion for a while. Up here? Oh, is it eggs? Oh, it's eggs. That's what I thought it was. Small game. Don't get small game. Where is it? Really? Where's it gone? There. Eagle egg. I don't think I've got an eagle egg yet. I think that's the first one. Nice. Hey, the horror boy. What up? So all these people just coming on to the end. It's a real shame. I'm on for the next 6 more minutes, horror boy. I'm just heading down to Lady Nazar. Madame Nazar, sorry, drop off some collectibles. I hope to obviously be back on again tomorrow. I will obviously be on to keep the streak going. We are at 135 days now. 134. So tomorrow will be 135 days. If all goes well and according to plan, and the Lord God Emperor obviously allows me to do my thing without no trouble, I should be fine to stream. Otherwise, obviously, check out, wait for the notifications. I know Artex, I shouldn't take a shortcut. Dangerous, we hit rocks and fly off on our faces and shit. Don't, oh, careful, careful, ooh. And then, yeah, see, drop down and thing like that. The Horror Boy. That name just kind of just popped out at me. Like, what is your favorite horror boy? Off the top of your head, right off the bat, if you could watch one right now. Probably something dark and twisted. Hey Adam Garrick, Ian, do you like 13 Ghosts? Is that the one with Shannon Elizabeth in? With Omar from Scarface playing the granddad. He owns that house with the glass cabinets. I loved the concept of the ghosts. It was the same time. It was around about the same time I was watching the Haunted. No, the other remake. Oh, the House on Haunted Hill with Gregory. Oh, it's not Gregory Price, is it? It's Gregory. Yeah, it's Gregory Price. Anyway, 13 Ghosts. Yeah. With the you got the jackhammer, that big hulking beast thing with the screws for his face. You got the witch with her head in that box. You got the fucking the woman who she climbs out the bath. She slit her wrists. Oh god, man, those are some scary ones. Hey, Madam Czar, you're right next to a collectible as well. Love it. I'm looking for an antique bottle, aren't I? Where would it be? In the house. Caribbean rum. Oh man, even thinking about that just gives me a hangover. Pear promenade. Get a deer. Check nice down, see if there's any crucifixes or stuff in there. Nope, nothing. That is it. Boom. Another challenge done. I think we've done at least 7. Out of 13. Oh, out of 13 we've done 10. Which is not bad. And it's just the 3 general ones that are left. Gotta get that trader rank up. Where's my character at for progress? Rank rolls, rank 70 on the character. Right, got to do some more trading tomorrow. Get that up to rank 5. Unlock that last challenge. Oh, you're drinking rum right now, Seed Hill? Wow. Man, I can do it. Look at her. Look at my lady dancing. That is a sight to see after such a long day in the mountains. Actually, I don't really need to sell you anything, do I? Like, so, I'm not even going to. I'm just going to hold on to it because I'm so rich. And I'll buy whatever maps have you got. I need the arrowhead one to complete that one. Coins, yeah. Lost jewelry. More tarot cards. Even though I come across more tarot cards as I'm riding around than anything else. American wildflowers. You need them for the challenges. When the challenges pop up. Can I get it now? Oh, I'm right on it, aren't I? That's probably going to be tomorrow. It's right there. It's right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it an end of this video. I want to thank you all for joining me for today. Big shout out to Boss and Seed Hill and you Horror Boy and you Adam and everybody else who's obviously in there at the moment. Like I said, hopefully I can be back on again tomorrow. Um, if not, should be aiming for Wednesday. Thursday's got a new film review going up. Oh, it'll be interesting how you go with that one actually. I mean, last week with the North, I think got a bit controversial with the whole immigration issue, but it's a strong movie. This week's one, I don't want to say anything anyway. I mean, you'll get too much out of me. But obviously, with a Friday game in, on Friday, we are looking to do our podcast this Saturday. So if you guys are free, watch out for the notification for that one. Otherwise, I'm just going to angle the camera like that. What a nice mountain behind me. That looks nice. Otherwise, take it easy, guys, and I'll see you next time.